Welcome to Stocks Trader Service. This tutorial is illustrative and educational only, and not financial advice. After you sign in, you land on the dashboard. Scorecard is the default morning view, ranked picks, STS scores, confidence, and the system's reasoning. Beside it, Picks holds the same daily data with horizon chips labeled day, swing, position, and value. Click a chip to change the holding period lens without leaving the page. Tracker follows active names with action labels and profit and loss cues. Watchlist is your personal list of symbols you choose to follow. Sectors shows a leading pick per market sector. FAQ and how to use explain labels and the daily workflow. Open settings to choose a landing tab, strategy filters, a broker link, appearance, and alerts. STS does not place trades. You remain responsible for every decision and every order at your own broker. This is the STS scorecard. Scorecard is the morning report card. Each row is a ranked name with an STS score, a confidence label, a category, and a short reasoning line. Scores summarize the model's ranking for that session. Confidence describes how strongly the signals agree. Neither number is a buy or sell instruction. Use the horizon chips to view the same scorecard through day, swing, position, or value lenses. Hover a row to linger on score and confidence. Open a row if you want the longer reasoning and context. Sort and search when you need a narrower list. Pair scorecard with picks for the table view of the same data, and with how to use if a column label is unclear. STS does not execute trades. This is the STS day horizon. Open picks, then click the day chip. Day is the intraday lens on the same ranked data, a shorter holding period filter, typically emphasizing higher scores and higher confidence. It is a screening view, not an order ticket. Read the table top to bottom. Hover a row to sit with score, category, and reasoning. If the list is long, scroll slowly. A name appearing here does not mean STS is telling you to trade it today, and a name missing here is not a recommendation to avoid it. Compare day with swing or position if your own holding period is longer. Use tracker only for names you already manage. STS does not place trades. This is the STS swing horizon. Open picks, then click the swing chip. Swing is the multi-day lens, a broader set of categories and a lower score threshold than day. Use it to study names you might hold through more than one session, according to your own plan. Hover a row and read score, confidence, and reasoning together. Scroll the table so you see more than the first screen. Nothing on this tab is an instruction to enter, add, or exit a position. Many traders pair swing with tracker for action labels and profit and loss cues after they already hold a name. STS still does not execute trades. This is the STS position horizon. Open picks, then click the position chip. Position is the longer hold lens on the daily ranked set. Scores and categories still describe the same session's model output, filtered for a weeks to month style view. Hover a row, then scroll. Note score, confidence, sector, and reasoning. Treat every line as research context. STS does not size positions, set your stop, or send orders to a broker. Position pairs naturally with Watchlist if you track names you already own or want to follow, and with sectors if you are checking concentration. You remain responsible for every decision. This is the STS value horizon. Open picks, then click the value chip. Value is the longer-term, value-oriented lens. It emphasizes names the model places in value, recovery, or defensive style categories rather than a same-day momentum cut. Read scores and reasoning as labels, not as valuation opinions you must accept. Hover a row and scroll the list. A high or low score is not a command to buy, hold, or sell. Use settings if you want strategy filters to match how you already trade. Compare value with position when your own horizon is measured in months. STS does not place trades. This is the STS Sectors tab. Advice. Sectors shows a leading STS pick in each represented market sector so you can see where the daily ranking is concentrated. It is a diversification and rotation context view, not a list of orders. Click Sectors in the top nav, hover a sector row or card and read the name, score, and sector label together. Scroll if the list extends below the fold. A sector appearing first is not a recommendation to overweight it. Compare sectors with Scorecard and Picks when you want the full rank set, and with Watchlist when you are checking your own concentration. STS does not execute trades. This is the STS tracker. Tracker is for names. STS is following as active tracked items. Rows can show action style labels and profit and loss cues. Those labels describe the model's current stance on a tracked name. They are not broker tickets and they are not personalized advice. Click Tracker, hover a row that shows an action or PNL field, and scroll to see more of the table. If a row is empty or a name is missing, that is not a signal to buy or sell something else. Use Tracker together with your own fills, costs, and risk limits. STS does not place, change, or cancel orders. This is the STS Watchlist advice. Watchlist is your personal list of symbols. It is not a brokerage account. STS does not execute orders when you add or remove a name. I will click Add Symbols, type one ticker, and add it so you can see the row appear with scores and signals. Then I will remove that same symbol so the list matches how we found it. Adding a name is not a buy recommendation. Removing a name is not a sell recommendation. Use the same add and remove flow for any symbol you choose to follow. Review live fields against your own records. Pair Watchlist with Scorecard and Picks for research, and with Tracker if you already manage an active name. This is the STS Settings page. Settings stores how the dashboard opens and how lists are filtered. Scroll through Display Defaults, Landing tab, Holding Period View, and Appearance. Then scroll to Strategy Defaults, which change which rows survive the AI strategy filter on Picks, Scorecard, Tracker, and Watchlist. Further down, Preferred Broker is a link that opens your broker's page for a ticker. STS still does not place the trade. Alerts and push destinations, if you enable them, notify you of changes. They are not order instructions. Set preferences once so each login matches how you already work. You remain responsible for every decision. This is the STS AI strategy filters. The AI strategy button sits on Picks, Tracker, Scorecard, and Watchlist. Turn it on and the table shows names that fit today's STS plan. Turn it off and you see the full list again. Hidden rows are not deleted. They are still tracked, and switching the filter off brings them back. On Picks and Tracker the filter usually starts on, so the view stays focused. On Watchlist it usually starts off, so names you already follow are never hidden. A colored edge on a row can show how that name fits today's plan. Fitting the plan is not a buy instruction, and sitting outside the plan is not a sell instruction. Open Settings, then AI Strategy Defaults, to choose what each login starts with. You can still flip the button on any tab for the current session. STS does not place trades. You remain responsible for every decision. All STS content is illustrative only and not financial advice.